one, I got a couple of games spot on predicted. And teams like Barcelona, who lost in match day one, going to this match day two, they are going with a whole lot of confidence. Hey you, welcome to the channel for my match day two predictions. UEFA Champions League 2024-25 campaign season. Just before we start the match day 2 predictions, the like target for this video is just 50 likes. Make sure you like this video and comment your predictions at the comment section. Yes, the first game in match day 2 is between Salzburg versus Brest. Brest in match day 1 got 2-1 victory, which in match day 1 to Salzburg also lost their game 3-0. Going to this game in match day 2, Salzburg hosting Brest is going to be an interesting game. Going to this game, I'm predicting a home advantage for Salzburg. I'm predicting Salzburg 2, Brest 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Stuttgart versus Sparta Praha. Going into this game in match day 1, Stuttgart lost 3-1 against Real Madrid. But going into this game in match day 2, Stuttgart hosting Sparta Praha in Germany. This is going to be an interesting game since Stuttgart lost their first game. Going to this game is a win for Stuttgart. I'm predicting a 2-0 victory for Stuttgart. Stuttgart 2, Sparta Praha 0. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Inter Milan versus Real Star Belgrade. In match day 1, Real Star Belgrade lost their game. Inter Milan also drew 0-0 against Manchester City. Going into this match day 2, hosting Real Star Belgrade in Italy. This is going to be an interesting game and very tough game for Real Star Belgrade. Going into this game, I'm predicting a home advantage. Inter Milan 3, Real Star Belgrade 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Borussia Dortmund versus Celtic. In match day 1, Celtic managed to get a 5-1 victory and Borussia Dortmund also got a 3-0 victory. Going into this game in match day 2, Dortmund hosting Celtic in Germany. This is going to be one of the tough and interesting games in match day 2. But going to this game, I'm predicting a home advantage for Borussia Dortmund. My prediction is Dortmund 2, Celtic 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Barcelona versus Young Boys. In match day 1, Young Boys lost 3-1 against Aston Villa and Barcelona also lost 2-1 against Monaco. Going into this game in match day 2, Barcelona hosting Young Boys. This is a straight win game for Barcelona. My prediction in this game, Barcelona 5, Young Boys 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Bayern Leverkusen versus AC Milan. In match day 1, Bayern Leverkusen managed to get a 4-0 victory and AC Milan also lost 3-1 against Liverpool. Going to this game in match day 2, Leverkusen hosting AC Milan. This is going to be one of the tough and interesting games. But at the end of the day, I'm predicting a straight win for Bayern Leverkusen. I'm predicting a 3-1 victory for Leverkusen. Leverkusen 3, AC Milan 1. Oh yes, moving on to the next game is between Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain. In match day 1, Arsenal got a 0-0 draw against Atalanta and going to this game against PSG in match day 2, this is one of the toughest games in match day 2 at the Emirates Stadium in England. This is going to be an interesting one. Because Arsenal were not able to get the 3 points in their first day, this is a game that they can't afford to miss out. So going into this game, I'm predicting Arsenal to get a win over PSG. My prediction is Arsenal 2, PSG 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between PSV versus Sporting CP. Going into this game, this is going to be an interesting game in Netherlands. PSV hosting Sporting CP from Portugal. This is one of the toughest games, and this game, I think I'll go for a draw here. In this game, I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. PSV 2, Sporting CP 2. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Slovan Bratislava versus Manchester City. In match day 1, Manchester City got a 0-0 draw against Inter Milan. And going to this game against Slovan Bratislava, this is going to be one of the interesting and easiest game for Manchester City in this year UEFA Champions League. And going to this game, I'm predicting Erling Haaland to get a hat-trick. But at the end of the day, Manchester City is going to win by 4-1. Manchester City 4, Slovan Bratislava 1. Yes, moving on to the next game is between Shakhtar Donetsk versus Atalanta. In match day 1, Atalanta managed to get a 0-0 draw against Arsenal. And going to this game against Shakhtar Donetsk, this will be one of the toughest games for Sparta Praha. So going into this game, I'm giving the away double chance. My prediction in this game, Atalanta 3, Sparta Praha 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Girona versus Final. In my day 1, Girona lost 1-0 against PSG. Final also lost their game, but going into this game in my day 2, Girona hosting Final in Spain. This is going to be one of the interesting games to predict, but well, I'm going for a home advantage. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Girona. Girona 2, Final 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Liverpool versus Bologna. In match day 1, Liverpool got a 3-1 victory over Italian giant AC Milan, and in their second game they are hosting Bologna, another Italian club. This is going to be an interesting game at Anfield. Going to this game, I'm predicting Liverpool to get a straight win, but I'm predicting Liverpool 2, Bologna 0. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between RB Leipzig versus Juventus. In match day 1, Juventus managed to get a victory, and RB Leipzig also managed to. But going into this game in match day 2, it's going to be an interesting game. RB Leipzig is not a bad side. Same with Juventus. This season they are still unbeaten in their league, and they are not conceding so many goals. But going into this game, I'm predicting a draw game. I'm predicting RB Leipzig 2, Juventus 2. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Benfica versus Atletico Madrid. Going into this game in match day 2, Benfica hosting Atletico Madrid in Portugal. This is going to be one of the top games, and we should expect less goals in this game. Going into this game, I'm predicting a draw, but I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. I will not be shocked if this game ends in a 0-0 draw. But well, my prediction is 1-1 draw. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Dynamo Zagreb versus Monaco. In match day 1, Dynamo Zagreb lost 9-2 against Bayern Munich. Monaco also managed to get a 2-1 victory over Barcelona. Going into this game in match day 2, Dynamo Zagreb hosting Monaco in their home ground. This is going to be one of the interesting games in this match day. So going into this game, I'm predicting a 2-1 victory for Monaco. Monaco 2, Dynamo Zagreb 1. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Lille versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid in match day 1, they got a 3-1 victory, and going into this game in match day 2 in France, this is going to be one of the top games for Madrid. Into this game, I'm predicting Real Madrid to get a 2-0 victory over Lille. Madrid 2, Lille 0. Yes, and moving on to the next game is between Aston Villa versus Bayern Munich. Aston Villa in match day 1 got a 3-1 victory, and Bayern Munich also managed to get a 9-2 victory over Dynamo Zagreb. Going to this game in match day 2, Aston Villa hosting Bayern Munich at the Villa Park. This is going to be one of the most interesting games in this match day 2. Going to this game, I'm predicting a high-scoring game. My prediction is Aston Villa 2, Bayern Munich 4. Yes, and moving on to the last game in match day 2 is between Stuttgart versus Club Brugge. Going into this game in match day 2 is going to be one of the toughest games for Stuttgart. But going into this game, I'm predicting a win for the away team. I'm predicting Club Brugge 2, Stuttgart 1. Yes, so these are my predictions for Champions League match day 2. Let me know your thoughts and your predictions at the comment section. But please like this video, as my like target for this video is just 50 likes. Like and comment your predictions. My name is Andy Fine. Until we meet in another video. Bye bye for now.